You see, when people want to push a narrative, they put clowns like this on the screen to make everyone else want to believe them. So let's discuss what he's listening to. The woman he's listening to apparently is one that's pushing a anti-black narrative. At least that's what that guy wants you to believe. If you want to, it's all over YouTube, the entirety of the clip, an hour and 17 minutes long. It's an entire interaction between them, the people on the panel, and a crowd. Now, what she was being asked about was the outreach of the Israelis, the Israeli Americans, in the inner cities, because that's where she worked. Inner cities. She said the biggest problem is with the young black Americans, meaning she cannot reach them. And she went on right after that statement to say that she had been meeting with black leaders in order to try and find a way to identify a best option for interacting with them. She was not saying that they were a problem. The problem is with them and trying to interact with, because she doesn't know how. Now, I understand everybody wants to try and say that they know stuff and they want to do stuff and say stuff and be the first. But you also are wrong. And you're leading many people to believe a blatant stinking lie. Now, I'm not picking sides, but at the same time, if you want to push a narrative, say that's what you're doing. But at the same time, say that your comprehension skills are that of a gnat. And that you have no patience to listen to people. Because if you listen to her, you'd blatantly hear she didn't say anything about hating or going after black people. And I find it quite angering that plenty of people are believing people like that guy. In fact, I've seen it everywhere. Everywhere I look, it's that one clip. But again, if you want to actually get information, it's right there on the internet, on YouTube, still to this day. That was 6 years ago too, by the way. 6 years ago. She was the one in charge of the synagogues in Georgia. Okay? I want people to understand that. In Georgia. And she was trying to find, also Pennsylvania, by the way, and she was trying to find a way to interact with the young black people in general, and Hispanics in those regions, and she didn't know how. She even mentioned the LGBTQ, and she says, right now, I have no idea what we're doing wrong or right because we have not been reported to about them. Look, you guys can believe what you want. I get it. You want to believe what you want to believe. But at the same time, you need to be told you're believing a lie. I don't know anything about the woman. I don't need to. I'm listening to what she said, and in the context of what she said. And in what she said, there was no racial element to it at all, to the negative. If someone is blatantly telling you they have no concept of how to reach a certain demographic of people, and they're having meetings upon meetings with people of that demographic in leadership positions in order to help them understand how, and they're telling you the problem we're having is interacting with black young people, because that's where BLM starts. And it's true, because BLM does reach out to the younger generation. Then they're telling you the truth. Everybody wants to start a race war somewhere. And guys like that, and men like him, I used the term men. People like him are a cancer in this society. The sooner they're gone from it, I think you'll start seeing people interact a whole lot better.